Yo, Thursday, June the 4th. I just wanted to say something. This is for Conway the Machine. At least I mess with Conway and Griselda and everything. But I tell you one thing, Griselda hasn't been the same since Mark left. And I say that because I was a big fan of the Easter Gun Day freestyles. That was awesome. The instrumentals would just play through and it would just be just lyricism for like 8 minutes straight. So to me, that was considered like jazz ensembles. You know how they would have a regular cut, jazz cut, Miles Davis ballad would be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then they'll have the ones, you know, 12 minutes long, 15-minute long, just think of the stuff like that off the jazz tip. Whenever I was getting those Easter Gun Days, I was like, oh man, West Side was talking this ish, he would spit, and then Mach-Hommy was like the surprise ending. He would just spaz out. And ever since that fallout and that stopped and they tried to replace it with Benny the Butcher, and then it's not even consistent. Ever since Benny Butcher got on the joint, it's not like it was something that you look forward to. And he only did one and it was done. So, hey, back to what I was saying, Conway the Machine, man. Hey, if you had a falling out with Griselda and you feel some type of way, dog, the only thing you could, in my opinion, that you can do is to link up with Mark-Homie and drop some fire crazy shit. Just drop an EP of like, or just go crazy in the studio with him. Y'all reconnect and try to bridge something because, hey, that's long overdue in my opinion. I'm gonna keep on talking about Mark-Homie and Conway. They got some cuts together, and when it comes to rappers in tandem, like two people in a group, you need somebody who's fire and somebody who's like the balance, who can balance it off and still make the song fire. That's how I feel with what's my most on man. West Side, he's not the most lyrical. He be talking some shit, right? But Conway, he's like the lyricist. He be saying some stuff. West Side be razzle and dazzling people, but he be saying some fly shit. If Conway gets with Mark-Homie, both of those are like lyrical swordsmen, and throw something together, man, that EP, that'll be like the craziest thing. That'll be an underground cult classic, And I think that's where we're at. I think more MCs need to collaborate together. Steel sharpen steel off that tip. But yeah, this is for Mark-Homie. I'm gonna keep on putting posts every time I see Conway getting pissed off. I'm gonna say, yo, do it for the culture. Link up with Mock, Griselda, Fashion Rebels, and put something out, man. For real. Don't be mad, make money. You know, peace out. Catch you on the flip side.